right, good morning, hockey fans. Des Moines Bucs 14U Bantam White versus the Okoboji Mammoth. This morning the Bucs will be in all red uniforms this morning, and Okoboji will be in the white with black breezers and blue accents. Set to kick off here in about 2 minutes, or 3 minutes, sorry. This will be a 2-game series on a friendly today. Play the first game here at 11 and the next one at 12.
Correct. Wow. Number 71, Kevin Hazel. Number 98, Vincent Walker. And your goalie, number 29, Eli Siegel. The starting lineup for their hometown Okoboji Mammoths. At defense, number 10, Joseph Baronia. At defense, number 25, Ellen Talk. Your forwards, number 13, Oliver Shaw. Number 14, Edith Hansen. And number 4, Ryder Erdman. Your goalie, the team of number 77, Peter Orlando. We now ask if you're able to stand for playing on national team.
That wraps up the player introductions and the national anthem. Should be starting off here very shortly. Like our starting lineup. Forward, we're going to have Ray Kemper, Walker, and Watt. And at defense, Tice and Hazel. All right, we're getting started, and the Bucs take possession of the puck right off the get-go. Back to Tice. Tice forward up to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper's able to hold on to it. Back out to Tice. Good passing today. Over to Walker. Walker loses control of it, but he gets a good pass right back over to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper able to hold off, and Walker brings it into the zone and gets bumped right back out of the zone. All right, into the neutral zone. The Mammoths have it, and they dump it off into our defensive zone. Hazel brings it back around to the boards to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper's got it. Gets the pass over into Grant. Grant brings it into the offensive zone. Shoots right in the goalie. Bounces off for the rebound, and we missed. Come around the back of the goal. Grant brings it up there. All right, the Mammoths take possession of the puck. Get a pass through, get by Hazel, but Tice is able to shake it off. Good defense and trapped by Ford. I guess it's Eli Sickles is at the goaltender today. I apologize for that. All right, we're gonna have another puck drop after the trap there on the deck. Got the face-off in the Bucs take possession of the puck, bringing it up out of the defensive zone. Mammoths managed to keep it back in. All right, Lambert into the offensive zone, takes a shot, blocked by a Mammoth player, and then fired again on the rebound and trapped by Boji. Get us a whistle, and we're gonna have another face-off. Couple line change here. We got Kenny Shizzle in here, Kaiser and Maine and defense. Lambert on wing or at center. We got Heron in there and Shizzle. All right. Puck's back on the ice. Boji gets the center out in here. We're gonna have a breakaway here. Kaiser trying to defend, and the shot straight into Sickles. Sickles lost control of it there in the crease. Luckily, it stayed out of the line, and we got a lucky whistle on that one. It's like Sickles looked like he thought he had it in his glove. It dropped down behind him and actually got between him and the goal, but no Mammoths in there to poke it in, luckily. All right, puck's dropped, and we're back at it again. All right, we'll pass it on up to Lambert. Lambert tries to bring it up into the neutral zone and is unable to. Kaiser with the puck down the corner, moves it up to Shizzle. All right, Bucs got possession again into the neutral zone. Heron loses it in the neutral zone. Maine back it into the corner behind the net. Gets it dumped out to Heron. Heron unable to hold on to it. And the Mammoths get it dumped back into the corner. Maine back behind the net with it. Gets it out to Shizzle. Shizzle over to Lambert. Lambert unable to hold on to it, but the puck is out of the zone. Into the neutral zone. Mammoths take control of it again. Into their offensive zone. Well defended. Kept away from the net, and it's back into the corner. Looks like we got a little defensive change here. We got Hintz back in defense. And Burke down here chasing. Back into our offensive zone. Around the boards. Deacons, Benning is in. Sends it in behind the net. Centering pass. No one there for it. And the puck is going to slide all the way over to the Mammoth side of the ice again, but we're able to defend. Boston Ewing gets passed up, coming through the neutral zone, brings it into the offensive zone. Good centering pass. Boston takes a shot and misses high. Hence into the corner with it. Back into the neutral zone. Like Mammoths are going to take possession of the puck. Trying to get it out of the neutral zone here, and they get into their offensive zone, but they dump it into a sea of red back there. All right, pass up to Ewing, unable to hold it. It's going to slide all the way back into our offensive zone. Going to be a no ice call here. Going to get a quick line change in here. Brody Burns coming in on the ice to defend. Mammoths pass it up through the neutral zone and back into their offensive zone, where Ray Kemper now has possession of the puck. Ray Kemper behind the net, passes on the boards over to Walker. Walker centers it out to the middle, where Watt is able to keep it in the neutral zone, and we are in a battle. Here comes Watt, bringing it into the neutral. Takes a shot from way outside, centering and deflected by the goalie. Mammoths pass it back to the neutral zone, right into Cole Tice's hands, who dumps it back into the offensive zone. Mammoths was behind the net. Watt with the puck. Little battle there in the corner right now. Comes out in the neutral zone. Hazel back here to defend. Mammoths dump it into the corner. And Tice takes possession of the puck, unable to hold on to it. Ray Kemper with the puck again, moving up out of the defensive zone, through the neutral zone to Watt. Mammoths take possession of the puck again, back into their O-zone. And goal Mammoths. Puck was shot in there and tipped by a Mammoth. Sickles unable to hold on it. It goes up over his left shoulder and in for a goal on a lucky tip, if you ask me. Well, Mammoths 1, Bucs 0 with 9:57 left in the period. And we'll have a face-off at center ice. Mammoths with the puck again, back into theirs. Centering pass. And a one-timer again over Sickles' left side for another goal, Mammoth. It's going to be 2-0. They did that very, very quickly. It was a well-designed play. Centered it in there with a player ready in the crease. We're at 9:23 left in the period. Bucs are down by 2. Alright, Bucs moving into our own zone. You get a bump back off out into the neutral zone. Kaiser passes it, centering into Herring. Herring brings to the outside of the boards, out to Maine. Maine bumps it back in centered. Kaiser stops it, or keeps it in the zone as it gets bumped out. Mammoths pass it around the boards to the outside. Maine unable to get stopped outside the zone. Kaiser chasing into the defensive zone. Takes possession. Out back into the neutral zone. Shizzle with the puck coming through the neutral zone. And Mammoths take possession of it, shoot it back into the O-zone, or neutral zone, sorry. Maine dumps it up to Shizzle. Shizzle coming back through the neutral zone. Good shake. Lambert takes control of the puck, brings it in, takes a shot, deflected by the goalie. Mammoths are able to get back out of their defensive zone, and the Bucs fire it in for a no icing call, luckily. All right, Brody Burns with the puck, fires at centers. Burke unable to hold on to it in there. Mammoths take possession of the puck in their zone again. They fire back across there. We're gonna have no icing. Benning touched it, and we got a risky breakaway there. Benning with the puck, coming back to center ice, and back to the neutral zone, and it's handed back over to the Mammoths. Got 3 Bucs players defending. Sickles is able to deflect out on the stick. Hence takes control of the puck. Turns, comes back around the backside of the net, and then cuts back again. Passes it up to Ewing. Ewing's able to hold on it, but Benning's there to get it. And then the Mammoths take control of it here in the neutral zone. Battle here in the neutral zone. Burke is going to get a tripping call against him, or not against him, for him. So the Bucs will be on a power play here as Burke gets tripped while he's with the puck. So Bucs will get away with a good power play here. Hopefully they'll be able to capitalize on this. All the face-off here in their offensive zone. Heck of an opportunity here for the Bucs here. Going to be a 5-on-4 on this power play. Puck is dropped. Ray Kemper into the corner with it. Ray Kemper bumps it back to Watt. That comes back to Tice. Tice fires it in, unable to get hold of it. Puck's out to Hazel. Hazel attempts a slap shot, unable to get a good hit on it. And the puck comes back into the neutral zone under the Mammoth's control. Takes a shot from way outside the right side dot. In for another goal. Boji 3, Bucs 0. Bucs unable to capitalize on the power play. They'll get another shot here, but Bucs are down 3-0 at this time. All right, the puck back into the Bucs defensive zone. All right, Watt coming back into our zone. Takes a shot back at the goal. It hits for no goal. Mammoths take possession of it again. Kaiser manages to keep it in the zone. Centers it in there. Watt in there, takes a shot, and it's deflected. Trap. It's like the Mammoths are going to get away with what I would call a roughing call. They should be in for another penalty, but it's not going to be a no call on that one on a trap puck. Well, apparently Watt's going to go in for slashing on that. Not really sure where they pulled a slashing call out of it, but now we're going to be a 4-on-4. So we lost our power play on that one. We're going to face off here in the Mammoth O zone. Looks like Heron's able to attempts to get the puck back out of the zone. All right, Bucs with the puck, passing up, centering, comes across the neutral zone. No icing on this one, which is good. Heron chasing behind the net. Hintz moves up. Is unable to get control of it. Mammoths with the puck going into their O zone. Heron able to get in front of it and defend it. Puck behind the net to Hintz. Hintz getting all sorts of tangled up with the referee back there, but he manages to bring it back behind the net. Hintz passes out to Lambert. Lambert's going to be able to get into the neutral zone with it. Lambert dumps it in. And they're going to get a line change here for a second. Get some tired boys. And the Mammoths are going to be on another breakaway during that change. And luckily a shot misses wide left for Sickles. Bucs attempt to get her into their offensive zone, are unable to. Working back here in the neutral zone. Unable to control it, and the Mammoths send it on over to their side of the ice for an icing call, our favor. So the puck's going to come back over here into our offensive zone, and we'll have another puck drop here in just a second. Looks like we're going to have a running clock for this game, but we have 4 minutes left in the period. Bucs get control of the puck. Pass out to Hazel. Hazel's unable to maintain it. Loses it, and it's back into their defensive zone. Benning with the puck, moving it up. Passes back to Ewing. Ewing out to Burke. Burke works through the neutral zone. Burke into our offensive zone. Burke works himself in the corner, back to Benning. Sorry about the camera, guys. Down the corner. Ewing battling for the puck down in the corner. Mammoths are able to take control of it. Pass across center ice. Through the neutral zone. Tice defending. Mammoths dump it into the corner. Tice behind the net. Up to Burke. Burke over to Ewing. Unable to hold on to it. And we got a battle for the puck in the neutral zone. Hazel's got the puck. Sends it all the way across the ice to Deacon Benning. Benning at center ice. Battles for it and lost control of it there in the neutral zone. Mammoths move it through the neutral zone and back into their offensive zone. Hazel into the corner defending. Puck gets centered. Mammoths are able to get a weak shot off from the center. Hazel shoots it up, or bounces it up out of the corner there. Sickles deflects a shot. There, we got it out of the crease. Out to Burke. Burke over to Benning. Benning through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Centering pass is missed. And Mammoth take control of the puck again. Back into the neutral zone we are. Pass across the neutral zone to another Mammoth player who takes a shot from way outside. Caught and trapped by Sickles. And we'll get another puck drop in the Bucs defensive zone. All right, the puck drop goes to the Mammoths, but the Bucs are able to shake it off right away. Watt gets into our neutral zone and fires a shot in front of the net, but no one there to pick it up. Okoboji taking control of the puck through the neutral zone. Ray Kemper inside is able to get control of the puck, and he's going to get called for hooking. Oh. The Bucs will go into having to defend a power play. With Ray Kemper going in for hooking. All right, the puck drop. It gets out to a Mammoth player who took a shot from the way outside. Sickles is able to defend it, and then a secondary rebound shot was attempted by the Mammoths unsuccessfully, and it got trapped. Another shot here on the second puck drop here. Centering pass into the Mammoths, and they're unable to haul onto it. Kaiser with the puck. Brings it across center ice in the defensive zone. Loses control of it in the offensive zone. Still working for it, though. Good back checking there. Mammoths take the puck. Take a shot from way deep. Shaken off by Watt. Mammoths with the puck back in the corner. And they pass it behind the net. Centering pass. And Kaiser is there to deflect that off. Another shot from center ice, or from the center by the Mammoths, unsuccessful. And another goal by the Mammoths. Mammoths are definitely showing strength inside that crease and maintaining a presence in there and able to pick up rebounds. And they're very good at getting a shot in there thus far. 42 seconds left in the period. Score is Mammoths 4, Bucs 0. All right, a puck drop after the last score here. Bucs briefly maintain control of it. Burns passes it up to Shizzle. Shizzle coming across the neutral zone, brings it in the offensive zone to, not sure who that was. All right, the Bucs are able to get it back into their zone, but they're at least able to maintain possession. And we got another penalty here. I think that might have happened. Like cross-checking. Oh, Bucs are going to take another penalty. They're going to go into a penalty kill here. Looks like Burns has been called for cross-checking. So we come out of a point scored on a penalty kill against us, and we immediately go back into the box on another penalty kill with 6 seconds left. This period's going to expire right after the puck drops. All right, we got another whistle, and the period's expired. All right, that is the end of the first period. Again, Bucs 0, Okoboji 4. I'm going to mute the mic here while we go through the 1 minute period break here. Update on that penalty. It was not cross-checking on Burns. They're calling him for a 1.5 minute penalty for interference. Starting the second period here. The Bucs are going to start off on a penalty kill. We got Ewing at center, Burke at wing, Henson, Kaiser as our defenders. Mammoths bring it into the O-zone. Ewing able to stop that. Ewing take possession of the puck. Coming back into our offensive zone. Dumps it a centering pass with no one there. Mammoths taking possession of the puck again and move into their offensive zone. Bucs defending well. Get dumped into the corner there. Mammoths take a possession of the puck out to their defender. Defender skates it into the dot. Takes a shot in there, deflected by Ewing. Ewing gets it passed around, and Burke with the puck coming through the neutral zone into our offensive zone. Dumps it into the corner to buy us a little bit more time on this penalty. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Hence with it outside. Hence doing a fantastic job just killing the clock. Takes a shot from way outside, wide left. Burke sends it out to Boston Ewing, and then back to Burke, who dumps it into the corner. Mammoths take possession of the puck. 10 seconds left on the power kill. Hence with a huge hit, clean at least. And Boji managed to get it dumped into their own corner there. And Boston. It's all the way across the ice up to Benning. Mammoth is right there waiting for it. Who takes possession of it. And then Boji takes it back into their zone. Puck's loose in the corner. Kaiser into the corner with it. Boston Ewing back there to back him up. Gets in possession of it and gets it out of the zone. Boji maintains possession of it though and shoots it back into the offensive zone. And now Kaiser takes possession of it. He bumps it up to Benning. Benning brings it in. Attempts a pass out centering but didn't make it. Burke takes a shot from center, deflected. Watt takes another shot. Misses wide left. Benning working the puck out, gets it centered, and Burke tends a backhanded shot, which is deflected and trapped by the goal. We get another face-off here in our offensive zone. All right, puck is dropped. Hazel with the puck out the neutral zone, bumps it out to Walker. Walker slides it into our offensive zone, gets it dumped into the corner. Watt behind the net with the puck with another Boji player. Into the corner with Walker. Walker battling in the corner. Nice shot by Ray Kemper, deflected. Puck comes out to Tice. Tice centers it, where Walker takes a shot, but it is deflected high. Boji attempts to get it out of the zone, deflected or kept back in by Hazel. It bounces into the corner. Watt behind the net with it, tries to center it. Boji's able to deflect it and keep it away from Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper centers it again. Watt with a nice shot, wide left. Correction, wide right on the goalie. And Boji with it down in the corner. Boji's got the puck. They pass it out neutral zone. Ray Kemper's able to deflect it down, where Cole Tice will take the possession of the puck on our defensive zone. Cole behind the net, pass it up through the neutral zone. Ray Kemper back here waiting for it. Goes into the corner. And that one's going to get outside the zone where Hazel takes possession of it. Hazel into the neutral zone. Pass up to Burns, I believe it is. Yes. No, correction, Walker. All right, Boji through the neutral zone, dumps it into their offensive zone. It's going to come around the boards where Hazel takes possession of it. Hazel gives it right around the boards to Walker. Hazel is able to scoop it and get it back out of the defensive zone. Boji takes possession of it, and we immediately take control again. Hazel lost control of the puck behind the net to a Boji player who was able to take a shot off, which was deflected by Sickles. Lambert with the puck, working around the back of there. Uses the boards coming all the way around to Walker. Walker on the wall with it. Hazel with the puck behind the net. Is unable to maintain control of it. Boji fires it off deep where Walker's able to pass it out. Watt with the puck, coming around behind our net with a Boji player in chase. Shoots it across center ice, no one there for him. Boji's able to get it back out of the zone. And Kaiser with the puck in our defensive zone. Walker with a big saucer pass all the way across the ice. And Boji takes possession of it in our zone. Awkward little battle in the neutral zone there, brought in by Shizzle, and then we lost control of it again. Lambert dumps it into the offensive zone. Puck comes around the boards to Lambert. Lambert in the corner with it. Out to Walker. Walker takes a shot, and we got a goal, Bucs. Bucs goal. Correction, Bucs goal from Shizzle. Nice shot from outside there. 9:56 left in the period. Boji 4, Bucs 1 with a nice shot by Sizzle, and I did not see who the assist was on.
Who got the assist?
I didn't see. I just said that. I was like, I know it's Sizzle with goal, but I didn't see who sent it in. All right, puck's back dropped in there. Boji gets possession of it, gets it dumped into their zone. Kaiser's able to defend it off out of the corner. Boji shoots it all the way across here to the side. Benning working to get it up out of the corner. You're good. You're not in the way.
Okay.
All right. Boji made to use the boards to shoot it all the way behind their net. Main with the puck down the corner. Ewing gets it. Big saucer pass, center ice. Burke with it, center ice through the neutral zone, all alone, all by himself. Benning was down there to back him up, unable to maintain control of it, and Boji takes control. Kaiser gets the puck back, sends it on up to Ewing. Ewing's pass to Benning's a little bit wide, but it dumps into the corner. We might have an offsides here. Yep. I guess they're calling icing. All right, puck drop there in the Bucs defensive zone. Bucs are able to get it out of the zone. Boji maintains possession of it. And that's probably going to be an icing. Nope, not going to get an icing call on that one. The Bucs get a hold of it though. Brody Burns comes up through the neutral zone with it. Takes a shot from way outside, and it is gathered up by the Boji goalie. So we get another face-off here on our offensive zone. All right. We got Watt at the face-off. Puck is dropped. He's back. Burns gets a hold of it and dumps it back into the corner. We got a centering pass to Watt. Watt takes a shot right off the goalie's front shin pad. Another rebound off of that, deflected by the goalie. Boji with a big pass out to neutral ice. Brody Burns gets a pass back in. Got away with a bit of an offsides there. Centering pass from Ray Kemper. Deflected. Walker standing hard in the crease. Burns that defender, manages to keep it in the zone. Back into the corner with Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper battling two Mammoths, and they're able to kick it out of the zone. Hentz with it. Hentz brings it into the offensive zone. Out to Walker. Walker back to Hentz. Hentz behind the net with it. And a centering pass. Oh, just missed to the left side of the goalie there. Hentz working in the corner behind the net. Watt back in there battling with two Bojis there. And Hentz with another with puck. Gets poke checked as he makes a move for the goal. Burns takes a shot from way outside. Watt is attempted to do a deflection, but trapped by the goalie. So we'll end up with another face-off here in the Bucs offensive zone. That was a fantastic offensive stand right there. Lots of shots on goal, a lot of attempts. Good work by the Bucs. Do a quick line change here. Like we're gonna have Heron there at the face-off. Puck slides back to Tice. Tice control of it. Lambert will keep it at least in the neutral zone for us. And the Mammoths get it into their off zone. Have a centering pass, deflect, or unable to hold onto it. Hazel gets it out the shit. It's like Kenny Shizzle out there. Kenny Shizzle gets it into neutral zone. Passes over to Heron. And then Heron behind the net with the puck and with a Boji player. Puck is just loose out in the crease. A lot of traffic down in there, but we're unable to get it in there. Mammoths are working their way down here, and they dump it simply into their offensive zone. Cole Tice with the puck behind the net, battling with another Boji player. Hazel gets it bumped out. And Boji gets it back into the corner. Tice with it behind the net. Cole gets passed up to Lambert. Lambert over to Shizzle. Shizzle into the neutral zone. Heron in chase. Lambert up and centered. Pass into center. Didn't work out. Boji was all over that one. Tice able to keep it temporarily into our zone, but lost control of it. And here we are back in the neutral zone. Lambert working against two Boji players in the neutral zone, gets it bumped out to Tice. Tice passes it back out to Shizzle. Shizzle into the neutral zone with it. Now we've got Heron with it. Heron has a nice centering pass out to Lambert. Lambert unable to hold on to it. But a quick back check gets us into control again temporarily. And the puck is with Boji through the neutral zone into their offensive zone. Working outside, Tice covering well. Tice gets him shoved out in the corner. Centering pass does not land. Goes all the way out of their zone into the neutral zone. Burke with the puck coming off the bench is able to dump it at least into our corner while we get ourselves reset for a line change. Line change coming in. Here comes a fresh set of Buck players through the neutral zone. Boji with a shot and deflected by Sickles. Ewing picks it up, passes it out to Burke. Burke unable to hold on to it, and Boji takes possession of it. Ewing with a great defensive stop there in the neutral zone. Gets it dumped into the offensive corner. Boji with a puck behind our net, or behind their own net. Out to Kaiser. Kaiser dumps it out. Kaiser with a shot from way outside, and that's going to be scooped up and trapped by Boji. Three minutes left in the period. Again, the score is 4-1. 3 minutes left in the second period. So for this period, the Bucs have done a much better job maintaining possession of the puck and controlling their zone. Boston on the face-off. Boji gets control of it. Boston Maine, the quick poke check. Allows for Benning to get a hold of it. Out to Kaiser. Kaiser up to Ewing. Ewing passes over to Burke. Burke into the O-zone. Burke takes it down into the corner. Battling for the... Kaiser keeps it in the zone. Got an opportunity here to... And Boji's able to swoop in on it. All right, Boji shoots it across the ice back into their offensive zone, where Maine is able to quickly get it shot back out. All right, Ewing to Burke. Burke's going to come into the zone, centered, gets himself pushed out to the outside. Burke ends up in the corner. And out to Benning. Benning to Ewing. Puck's loose back behind the net. Boji takes control of it. That errant pass went untouched all the way across the neutral zone and into the offensive zone of Boji, where Maine is battling for it. Bucs get control of it back here. Out to Watt in the neutral zone. Watt into the offensive zone. Benning chasing on the left side. Watt takes the shot back of the net. Boji has the puck again. Takes a big pass across the ice. Attempts another pass to one of their players who's unable to hold on to it, and we're going to get an icing call on that one. So that one's going to come back to our offensive zone. 1 minute left in the period. Boji 4, Bucs 1.
1 minute remaining.
All right, Watt on the face-off, gets it out to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper battling on the wall with it. Ray Kemper with a nice centering pass. A lot of Boji players in front there to defend that. Hens is able to keep it in the zone, shaking off 3 different players. Boji aims to get it out of the zone. Hens brings it back in. Hens takes a shot from way outside, deflected by Boji. Boji takes control of it, gets it out of the zone, through the neutral zone, where 3 Bucs players are ready to scoop it back up. Ray Kemper's got the puck, shoots it out of the neutral zone into our O zone. Burns chasing. Puck's back out of the neutral zone. Comes Hens with the puck, and it gets dumped into the corner. Hens with a centering pass deflected, and that's going to be the end of the period. All right, that's the end of the second period. Bucs 1, Boji 4. That was a very good period by the Bucs at that one. Again, they were able to maintain possession of the puck for a big majority of that. Now, if they can just get some more shots on goal, we should be able to come back and recover from this. All right, start off the third period here. Got Heron at the face-off. Puck's dropped. Heron wins the face-off, gets it back. Hens pass up to Lambert. Lambert passes up to Lambert. Lambert into the corner with it. And we're going to have a penalty on something that occurred down there in the corner. It looks like interference. Looks like Heron's going to go in for, I think that was an interference call. I'm not 100% sure. So the Bucs are going to be starting up the third period on a penalty kill here. Puck's dropped. Had a big whiff by the Boji Mammoth there, and unable to get a shot off. Shot by Boji hits the back of the net, just off of the left shoulder of Sickles. We got Brody Burns with the puck, brings it up into the neutral zone. They're dumped into the corner there. That should buy us a little bit of time. 1 minute remaining on that penalty. Boji brings it into the neutral zone, dumps it off in the corner. Centering pass by Boji, and we're going to get another penalty. It's like a cross check on. I didn't see the action. So Boji's going to get called for a cross check there. It looked like, or no, I'm sorry, slash. And that'll get us out of our penalty kill there on a 4-on-4. So we have 50 seconds left on the Bucs penalty, a minute 30 on the Boji penalty. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next 50 seconds here. Puck's dropped on there. Puck drops out to Tice. Tice over to Hazel. Hazel unable to hold on it. It goes to the wall. Hazel gets back on it. Takes a nice wide shot to the right side there. Ewing takes behind the net out to Burke. Burke passes out to Boston. Boston way outside of Hazel. Hazel takes a shot wide to the right side of the goalie. Tice passes at center. Center out to the defenseman Hazel. Hazel takes a shot low, deflected, and into the corner. Boston back out to Hazel. Hazel takes another slap shot that bounces wide left. Puck slides all the way across. We're going to get an icing call on this for sure. It's going to end up in the goalie's hands. Never mind. So no icing on this one. Hazel comes back to get it. Hazel with the puck passes it up to Burke. Burke, essentially passes it to himself and brings it back into the O zone. Our penalty is dead. We are on a power play at this point in time, 5-on-4. Mammoths take control of the puck in the neutral zone, and then it bounces out to a Bucs player like Burke. Burke falls down with it, sends it over to Benning. Benning battling, loses control of it, and Mammoth has control of the puck. We're going to have a defensive changeover on the Bucs side. Mammoth is going to hold the puck. 15 seconds left on their kill. Mammoth tries to pass it out to center ice. Kaiser's able to deflect it and slow it down. We've got 2 Bucs players here to at least maintain control of it here. Got 4 seconds left on the kill, or on the penalty. Ewing out to Benning. Benning coming in there, and everyone's back to full strength. Benning takes a shot, deflected by a Boji player. Benning picks up, Ewing picks up the puck and brings it around the back of the net. Yeah, Maine with it, takes a shot from way outside, is deflected well by the Boji goalie, and it's bumped out. Kaiser has it in our offensive zone, our defensive zone. Centering pass from Boji, gets up into the crease. We were able to get it battled out of there. Boji from behind the net passes it up center ice, and are able to shoot one over the left shoulder of Sickles. 8:53 left in the period. Score is Boji 5, Bucs 1. So Boji showing very strong in the crease. They're able to stack it up usually with a couple players and then work behind the net and do a centering pass and pick up a lot of that trash, which is exactly how they scored that one. So puck's dropped. Brody Burns back with it, passes out to Hentz. Hentz with the puck. Passes it up in a neutral zone. No Bucs are able to hold on to it. Well, Walker gets it, dumps it into the corner. Boji with it behind their own net. Ray Kemper unable to hold on to it. Bucs battling for it into their defensive zone. End up in the corner. Hentz with the puck. Hentz brings it out of our defensive zone into the neutral zone. Or we have a new battle for the puck. Lost control of it back to Brody Burns. Burns out to Ray Kemper. Ray Kemper up the left wall into the neutral zone with it. Coming into our offensive zone. Centering pass out to Walker. Walker gets a hold of it, takes a nice shot. Deflected by the goalie, but lands in front, errant, and is deflected. Burns with a shot from outside is going to be deflected by a Boji player. Boji takes possession of the puck, moves in the neutral zone, where Hentz is ready for it. And with a nice interception, takes a shot from the outside, misses. Walker tries to dump it back into the corner, is unable to. Boji sends it out across the ice through the neutral zone into their offensive zone. Defended and shot with Sickles with a nice deflection. It's like Watt up to Maine. Maine with a saucer pass that is caught in hand by a Boji player who drops it, only for Brody Burns to take control of it, and we get it dumped into our offensive zone. Boji sends the puck around the outside of the boards with a big pass right across the center of ice to 2 open players. 2-on-1, Hentz defending well. Shot, Sickles defends to the left side. And we got a whistle. Not sure what we got going on here. Maybe the net's off. Yep, we got a whistle for the net being knocked off its apparatus there. So we're going to do a puck drop there in the Bucs defensive zone. All right. Puck's dropped. Got our 2 forwards there battling over it. It comes out. Hazel takes it in the corner and then bumps it out to a Buck player who sends it to Shizzle. Shizzle passes out to Heron. Pass heads into the corner. Heron chasing. Heron battling in the corner for it. Boji takes control of the puck again. Boji player coming in there with two defended but twice. Was able to get around the backside of Hazel and get a shot off where Sickles sucks it all the way in. Shot absorbed by Sickles. We're going to do another face-off here in the defensive zone. Puck's dropped. Ooh. Shot by Boji over top of the net. Lands behind it. Boji with a centering pass. Luckily, no one in there able to do anything with it. Another centering pass deflected by Tice. Tice gets it kicked out of the crease. Puck slides back into the behind the net. Boji with a backhanded shot up behind the net. Boji tries to pass it outside, is unable to. It's a pass out to center to Hazel. And where Shizzle takes control of it, and Shizzle coming into the zone. Shizzle working up against three different players. Loses control of the puck. Boji on a breakaway with nothing but Kaiser. And Kaiser is able to interfere very, very well. Boji with a nice centering pass, deflected again by Kaiser, which is fantastic. Boji centers it, and it's gone errant into the corner. Boji with another centering pass. They're unable to hold on to it and come outside their zone. Boji with a puck into the neutral zone. Pass to the right side of the ice where they dump it into the zone, and Maine takes control of it. Maine out. Ewing unable to hold on to it. And Boji with it temporarily in their zone. And then they pass it back in there. Kaiser with the puck. Kaiser loses control of the puck, and here we are in the neutral zone again. Back to Kaiser. Into our defensive zone. Slow dribbling puck into Sickles' stick, is able to deflect it out of there. Another shot by Boji to center. Kaiser intercepts that, and Kaiser's going to bring it all the way into the neutral zone. Kaiser attempts to dump it in. It does not go. Ewing with the puck now, bringing it into the zone. Centering pass to Burke. Burke centers. Burke able to hold on to it. Passes out to Benning. Benning outside to Maine. Maine, big slap shot deflected by Boji. Boji gets control of the puck, is able to get it outside the zone. Kaiser with it in our neutral zone. Pucks need to clear. They're clear. Kaiser brings it in, takes the shot. Nice shot low, is deflected by Boji. Boji gets it back out of the zone, and a Boji player completely undeflected is going to be him and Sickles. Sickles is able to absorb that one directly in and gets it trapped. So we'll get a puck. We're going to get a puck or a face-off in our defensive zone. 4 minutes left in the game. Bucs 1, Boji 5. Sickles with a great save there on a breakaway, a one-on-one matchup. All right, puck's back on the ice. Ewing on the face-off. Boji's able to get control of it. Takes a shot errant left wide. Bucs get it passed back out to the neutral zone where Boji takes control of it, and they're going to get an offsides on that one. Face-off after the offsides call. Burns with the puck, passes out to, I believe, Ray Kemper. Correction, Walker. Walker takes a shot from the blue line. Deflected wide left by the goalie. Or correction, wide right. Boji takes control of the puck. Take a pass to another player that's briefly deflected. Coming to the neutral zone where Watt takes control or steals the puck away. Pass over to Walker. Walker to Hentz. Hentz brings into the offensive zone. Takes a nice shot. It floats right into the breadbasket of the goalie. So we're going to be another face-off here with 3 minutes and 21 seconds left in the period.
Come on, Brody!
Brody Burns from the outside, takes a shot, quickly defended by a Boji player. Blake Raycamper passes it out center. Walker takes a nice shot from in there, deflected by the Boji goalie. Raycamper back in the corner with it, passes outside to Burns. Burns unable to hold on to it. And we've got a race for the puck through the neutral zone with Burns and a Boji player. Burns working hard to maintain control. Centering pass by Boji is intercepted by Hentz. Hentz brings the puck back behind the net. Little battle behind the net, just Hentz and another player. He able to break free, come back behind the net. Hence with a saucer pass across the ice to Watt. Watt centers himself, takes a nice shot. Oh, deflected high. Walker, that deflects out to another Bucs player, Walker. He takes a shot from outside again, missing. Boji takes control of the puck, and Raycamper with a very fast back check on that one. Unsuccessful though. Walker defends that one through the neutral zone, and Hence takes control of the puck in our defensive zone. Hence with the puck, big floating pass right in the hand of a Boji player, who then passes it off to Brody Burns, who dumps it in the corner. It's going to get us an icing call. So that puck's going to come all the way back over to our defensive zone for another face-off. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the period. Bucs 1, Boji 5. All right, puck's dropped in there. Bucs maintain control of it. Bucs pass it up. Looks like Lambert's going to take control of it here on the right side of the ice. Lambert back to Hazel. Hazel back up to Lambert. Lambert battling on the wall with the puck. Gets it into the neutral zone to Heron. Heron unable to hold on to it. Boji takes control of the puck back into their off. Tice around the back of the boards. Looks like Boji takes a shot from outside the crease and is deflected in the corner where Hazel defends it out of the corner. Bucs struggling to get control of the puck back, but there we go. Here comes Hazel with the puck through the neutral zone into the offensive zone. Hazel into the corner with the puck, coming around the back of the net. Still working hard for it, and loses it in the corner. Two Bucs battling two Boji players down in the corner with it, forward possession of it. Puck squirts out loose. Bucs take control of it. Pass outside to Hazel. Hazel takes a shot wide, deflected by the goalie, unable to pick up the slop. And Boji takes control of the puck again. Boji into the neutral zone where they're going to lose control of it. Tice defending. Tice gets in the way of that one, and Hazel takes possession of the puck around the back of the net. Hazel pass all the way across the ice, unable to hold on to it by Shizzle. And Boji takes control of it where they send it through the neutral zone and they're back into their offensive zone. Wild shot from outside by Boji, misses. Another shot taken from way outside where Lambert's able to take control of it and get it passed up. Heron brings it into our offensive zone, brings it in center, takes a shot deflected by the Boji goalie. Boji takes control of it, oh no. And Hazel's going to get a tripping call on that one. That's the end of the game. So that is the end of the game. Boji 5, Bucs 1. Hazel saved by the bell on that one with a tripping call. So we're going to go to the break between games 1 and 2. I'll be back on the other channel for the next game.